Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we are reviewing a figure of one of my favorite Batman villains. It is the DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Hush. From Batman Hush. All the best Batman stories are mysteries, and Hush is one of the greatest of them all, written by Jeff Loeb, master of mystery. He did Long Halloween, this, some good Hulk stuff, Red Hulk, you know. But yeah, I've always wanted a nice figure of Hush, and I picked this guy up a while back for like 20 bucks on clearance. Pretty good, and I'm finally getting around to reviewing him. Let's talk about articulation first. You've got a good side-to-side on the head, you know, up, down, whatever. His head moves well, but he has this big trench coat over his body. Like, there's articulation in there. Like, I can kind of feel it subtly, but you can't really do much with it because it's under the trench coat. But also it's Hush. You kind of need the trench coat, you know? So that's that. And then, you know, you have his little stuff down here. He's not wearing hockey pads, as you can clearly see. But it's like his legs go in and out, forward and back. It doesn't really matter much if you can't see it. And also, you know, I mean, at least there's slits in the coat, which can kind of let you leave them out. That's good, you know. Then there's a double knee bend in there. You know, you've got an ankle pivot up and down, toe beans in and out on the arm, forward and back. And then there is that kind of butterfly-ish kind of joint in there. You got bicep swivel, double elbow bend, forward and back on the wrists, and a rotation on the wrist. So he has about the normal articulation of a McFarlane toy, just a lot of it is hidden under here. That's the issue. Could be a worse issue, though. I mean, I just really wanted a nice Hush in my collection. It is my favorite Batman story. Detail and paint-wise, you know, the head sculpt is really good. I wanted this guy and not the 2-pack one because I wanted a blue Hush Batman, which they did release, and I need to get. And also the Hush in the 2-pack was, like, screaming. And I think it was technically... big spoiler. I think it's technically a fake Hush in that 2-pack. Like, the scene that it's depicting, I think, is a scene where it wasn't the real Hush that was there. So, enjoy that knowledge. There's the jade ring. That's how you know it's the real Hush. Keep that in mind. The jade ring is very important in the story. Yeah, he's got his purple gloves, like the original Batman. He has a generic trench coat. It was generic, so it couldn't be used to track him, and a lot of different characters wore it. Intentionally, he had a bunch of generic clothing and bandages and stuff. Like, he's supposed to look not impressive. It's kind of the whole thing. But he is impressive. Magnificently so. God, I love Batman Hush. Just recently reread it. And then he's got his knives. These are the accessories he comes with. You can just pop them. Paint your wish high on, chaw. Bada bing, bada boom, he's ready to cook. And cut. Pretty great. They go in very well. They stay in very well. Very happy with that. It also comes with the regular DC stand that they all come with. I like how McFarlane throws in a stand. Pretty neat. And he also comes with the trading card. If McFarlane ever gets rid of something, it should probably be the trading card. They've improved him a lot recently, but this one's just a product shot of the figure. Yeah, thanks. The action figure comes with a picture of the action figure. I'm very excited. Here's a bunch of spoilers on the back. I guess you can read this if you want to pause and read it, but eh. I mean, I kind of like the idea of cards coming with toys. It reminds me of my childhood when, like, Trin Masters Godzilla stuff would come with cards, but it's not something that's totally necessary, especially when you're not going to even try on the image. Anyway, now let's get into size comparisons, huh? First up, I'm going to show Hush with some other McFarlane figures. I think it's important to show him with this Two-Face Batman from Batman Reborn, because this is kind of the Hush Batman mold. So that's pretty cool. They seem to look fine together. Let's get Two-Face out of the way. Show him with another recent acquisition here. The Vampire Superman from DC vs. Vampires. He's a gold label figure. Also pretty cool. Let's take him out of there. How about someone from the Flash movie? Huh? Like Supergirl here? That looks pretty cool. And you know I've got to show him with a Batman, like a Batman, a Bruce Wayne Batman. So here is the Multiverse Batman from the Flash movie, which is also Michael Keaton. That's pretty dope. I'd love Hush in a live-action Batman. Honestly, I would. Let's show him with a lady. Here he is with the McFarlane design of Wonder Woman. She's a little taller than him, but that's kind of how I like Wonder Woman depicted. Good for me. Then to show him with a couple DC Direct figures, since they're kind of the same scale. Here he is with the second Deathstroke from Arrow. This is the single-carded one. That's Slade Wilson. And then, last but not least for DC figures, we have the Deceased Unkillables Zombie Red Hood, who was our last review. But yeah, everyone you just saw should have been reviewed by now, so you can check out all those videos if you would like. And I want to show him with a couple more characters. First up, here's a NECA. It's one of the characters that inspired Batman and many modern superheroes. It is the NECA Original Superheroes The Phantom. I think he actually looks quite good with the Phantom here. The Phantom inspired the skin-tight spandex and also the blank white eyes. And he was also, you know, a millionaire crime fighter. Keep that in mind. So let's get the Phantom out of there, huh? Who I've also reviewed. And then I want to show him with this figure since he's a McFarlane toy, and McFarlane is kind of known for Spawn. This is the deluxe Spawn that comes with a throne. That's McFarlane's dude, you know. So I like to show him with the new McFarlane figures. I always like to show him with this Spawn. Plus, Batman and Spawn have crossed over multiple times. So yeah, I think they look pretty good. So yeah, your Hush is going to scale well with other McFarlane figures. And that's what's important, you know, that he scales well with his own line. At the end of the day, that's what's important. Though he looks like he could look good with a lot of DC Direct stuff as well. So, what are my final thoughts on the McFarlane Hush? Well, he could move a little better. I mean, a lot of this stuff in the torso, the articulation there is just lost due to the trench coat. But he looks good. I mean, the trench coat is sculpted pretty well. It could use a good wash. And I don't mean like cleaned, I mean like a paint wash. I feel like if the trench coat had a paint wash, his detail would be great for me. I feel like that would really help make up for the loss of articulation. So he's a good figure. Like, if you just want a nice depiction of Hush on your shelf, one of the best Batman villains there is, then, you know, go for it. I still think I like him a little better than the one in the 2-pack, just by looking at him. But he is pretty cool. He comes with cool accessories. I wish his card had a cooler image, but what you gonna do? So yeah, he's fine. And I've been a pretty harsh critic of McFarlane a lot recently, but then I also end up liking a lot of their figures, and I feel like this guy's kind of the middle ground. He's a middle ground DC McFarlane figure. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember, rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye for now.